tourism's growth has been remarkable for 2012, a trend that is expected to be sustained until 2016, with tourist arrivals expected to reach 10 million. The campaign It's More Fun in the Philippines has enhanced the country's brand as one of the best tourist destinations in the world. The success is attributed to the global campaign led by Tourism Secretary Ramon Jimenez, a campaign given special focus by the Tourism Promotions Board under Secretary Ramon Enerio. He is also the chairman of the Tourism Promotions Board. Good evening, Sir Enerio. So, good evening, Paul. How would you assess the country's gains in tourism in 2012 with the campaign It's More Fun in the Philippines? And would you say it is the right message which pictures the country's beauty and hospitality of the people?
Yes, this message is actually repeated not by Filipinos alone, but by tourists who come to the country. You know, whenever our guests arrive in the Philippines and they leave, they always leave with a message that they've had much more fun while traveling around the country. So it's not a manufactured slogan. It's something that's really heartfelt coming from visitors who visit our shores.
So, tourism promotions can be very expensive. How much was your budget last year, and how much will you spend this year if you compare the amount to other countries of the ASEAN? It's a drop in the bucket, and yet the return for us was a major boost for tourist traffic. What was the secret behind your success?
Well, it's very good that we have a support of national government-led president, and we have a visionary of a Secretary Jimenez. And they're able to provide the necessary support, funding or otherwise, to make sure that we are for the world. Last year's budget was very minuscule compared to those of ASEAN, but the important thing is that we're able to maximize the impact of these limited resources to reach out to as many people as we can, and to be able to deliver the message as clearly and as loudly as we can with the limited resources. This year, our Congress has actually provided us with a 91% increase in our budget in order to be able to compete more aggressively with our neighbors in ASEAN and to be able to showcase to the world how beautiful the Philippines is through the campaign slogan, It's More Fun in the Philippines.
So in fact, in terms of sending out the message loudly, social media as a platform, is it helping? And is the private sector and even local governments contributing their share in attracting tourists?
Yes, social media is certainly one of the most important media that we will be using, not just for this year, but for years to come. Every market in the world takes advantage of the strength of this media in order to project their own products and services. We should not be any different from the rest of the world in utilizing the strengths of this medium for promoting our products and our messages.
So if we may go back to your budget, is money spent based on markets? Say, for example, since Koreans are the top visitors, do we spend more on that market? How do we determine which market gets more funding?
We determine it depending on where we feel the strength of our promotions will most be felt. In Korea, we have so much funding there. Thanks to invest so that you can actually shift resources. So some other markets that can do even better. So there are some markets in the world that we are not faring very well, so we have to invest some more resources for those markets too.
Sir Enerio?
Yes.
Do we still have you, Sir Enerio?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, okay, thank you. So, moving on, what is the percentage of Asian visitors compared to, let's say, European, and is Europe an emerging market based on arrivals?
Well, Asia is the list in terms of the Philippines. Korea is number 1, Japan is number 3, China is number 4, Taiwan number 5, Australia number 6. And many of our countries in Southeast Asia, notably Singapore, Malaysia, are actually in the top 10 or top 12 list. Europe as a whole contributes something like 10 to 12% out of total arrivals. But the good thing about Europe is that they spend a lot more and they stay longer in the destination. So they may be less in number, but they have a lot of tourists coming to the Philippines.
I see. And moving forward, what promotions are you launching for 2013 to complement what is already in place?
Well, we certainly would like to be more aggressive with the campaign slogan, "It's more fun in the Philippines." And we will continue to use the various media that are available, traditional and new media, in order to shout out loud the beauty of our country. Last year it was a voyage of discovery for a lot of markets about the Philippines. Now we would like to engage in more activities that will enhance the sales of tourism products and services, tourism packages to the Philippines. So last year, discovery, this year, engagement. And in the future, we want these markets to be sharing good news to all of their other friends in their circles, in order so that the sphere of influence of this campaign can go farther and farther afield.
Certainly, sir. And in the light of all this, a final word from you. Will this year be a better year?
Yes, well, we're looking at reaching 5 million tourists in 2013, en route to our desire to hitting 10 million tourists by 2016. And I would just like to repeat what the good Secretary of Tourism, Mr. Jimenez, said in many occasions, where tourism, not just the work of the Department of Tourism nor the Tourism Promotions Board, it is in fact the people's business. And everybody has to be involved in this campaign. Everybody has to put in their share in promoting the good name of the country to all the world.
Certainly, and in light of this optimism, thank you very much, Assistant Under-Secretary Ramon Enerio, Chairman of the Tourism Promotions Board.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Thank you, Paul.